Hi everyone, it's Sloan Rhodes here with your spiritual guidance for the week of December 2nd, 2019. Every time I've started this video, the last 4 times, I've been interrupted. So let's see if I can get through. Okay, so first of all, I want to say I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving for those of us here in the US. I know I did, but I do want to say and remind everyone, not that you need reminding, that this can be a very stressful time for many people. The holidays hold a certain degree of expectation. Many people have agendas. This feeling like they have to cram all of their happiness and joy into this short period of time. And that if they don't receive that feeling that they are expecting to receive, then we get the sadness, the depression. We also have these ideas that there is a certain type of happy family or a certain type of experience we are supposed to be having. Remember that there are a billion ways to live a life. There are a billion ways to experience your happiness. There are a billion ways to experience a sense of family. So be gentle, be kind with yourself and others, and whenever you catch yourself saying or feeling like, if I do this, then I will feel better. Or if I give them that, then they will feel happy. Other people's happiness is not your job. That's each of our jobs for ourselves. What you can do is you can give from the heart, whether it be an actual physical gift or just give love and care and help and consideration to others. You do that with an open heart and without the expectation that it will land or be delivered in a certain way. Because you can beam love at someone, you can give them the shirt off your back, but if they are only open to receiving love or kindness this much, that's all they're going to get, So this is why it's our individual jobs to find our own sense of happiness, because no matter what you do, if someone's only open this much, that's all they're going to get. But if you have an expectation, like, oh, they should have been more appreciative. Well, if they could have been, they would have been, And it's not that they're bad or good, or you're good or bad. It's that everyone has certain degrees throughout their experience here of openness and more kind of a narrow opening for receiving love, kindness, compassion, all of that. So be easy here, because it's tricky whenever we put our expectations on another to give us a certain feeling. That's what I'm trying to say. And you know this already. I'm just kind of giving you a gentle reminder, because during this particular time frame, over the holidays, it can be, we can forget this very quickly. The ego steps in very quickly, especially with family. I said it before, family is an incredible petri dish for our internal work, and the holidays certainly bring it up in many ways. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started for the week of December 2nd, 2019. Today I'm drawing from the Mariel Tarot. I love this deck. And, I do a lot of work on the ego, and even though I'm not doing my ego and heart videos necessarily, I always bring in the ego and the heart-centered energies with these readings. And if you are someone who takes this work out into the world, as you watch my videos or listen to the podcast or whatever, and if you want to reference me or reference the work I'm doing, that'd be great, because I am writing a book and I would love to generate more awareness of the work I'm doing. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, the week of December 2nd, 2019. And if you would like a private appointment with me, you can email me, or if you want if you have a question around ego, family, the holidays, how you can work with your family in a smoother way, you're welcome to email me your question and pay for a video reading, and I will address your concerns or questions in that video format. So that's available on the website at sloanrhodes.com. Okay, here we go. For the week of December 2nd, 2019, 6 of Cups. Look at that. Beautiful card. We have, under the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. You know, there's a kind of a sense of protection with this. This is an underlying energy with the Eight of Cups. It may be that many of you have been undergoing a metamorphosis. I think this is one of the last videos I had done, transformation, and there is a feeling of protection as we move on from something else. We may even be trying on a new way of being. There's a lot of ways that this can come in with this particular card and this particular deck. But I'm really drawn to the sense of protection, and also for some of you trying on a new way of being, because you're wanting to move on from an older way. You're really wanting to take a journey, and maybe you have been on a journey of self-discovery, as I mentioned before, to get 100% of what you're wanting, as opposed to 60, 70%. It takes courage, you know, and I'm drawn to the lion, you know, the courageous lion here. This is an underlying energy. We have the Eight of Swords under that. Sense of entrapment, taking a journey. So I feel like, you know, I have been absent from YouTube for a few weeks, and so it may be that there has been this sort of journey that many of you have been on to find something that feels more in alignment with who you are now. You know, you're trying on a new way of being here. You're wanting something that feels much more connected to who you are now. We're not static in this life. We're constantly ebbing and flowing and growing and expanding in many, many ways, as is our environment and the people that we surround ourselves with. And I feel like for many of us, myself included, there has been a movement, not always easy, to change the vibratory field of who we are around more often. Right? And then here we have the Six of Cups, which is actually a really nice energy, but it is a sense of where am I, you know, I'll say it this way, of nostalgia, right? As I look at this, it feels like, you know, he's really underwater here, right? In the memories and the nostalgia. There may even be someone coming back from the past this week. As I mentioned, you know, this idea of metamorphosis, moving on, changing the vibratory field of those who we are around the most. And then here we have the Six of Cups, a sense of nostalgia, memories, someone from the past returning. And we have these, it looks like lobster claws, I'm not quite sure what those are, that are breaking the surface. And they're red, bright red. The sense of base chakra, security, a new way of being that is sustainable. And this is all this watery energy, memories, nostalgia, not bad. But if someone is coming back from the past, I feel like make sure that as you, or even if it's not an individual coming back from the past, it may just be you looking at, you know, sort of a nostalgic way of being, past memories. But if it is someone coming back, and if it is these memories, you're building upon them in a way that will be more powerfully sustainable as you go forward. Let's put it that way. Here we have all this unconscious energy arising from the depths of this watery vessel, let's say, and here we have this beautiful red, right? Lobsters. It may be for some of you that there is indeed a pairing or a partnership that is emerging this week that would be long-lasting and sustainable. Commitments, partnerships coming in. Again, it could be someone from the past coming in. It could be an idea from the past that you've always thought, oh, I wish I had had more time in the past to do that thing I came up with, that idea, that creative spark. And it may be that it comes back this week and you're like, yeah, you know, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can partner with someone. Whereas in the past, it would have just been me by myself trying to do it, and it wasn't sustainable. I didn't have all the time or the energy or the inspiration. Right? So there's a lot here. It's breaking the surface this week. And it may be rooted in memories or someone from the past, or children. And even though the Six of Cups is often a card of nostalgia, I feel like you're seeing things more clearly because this water is pretty clear. It's not murky. whatever's coming up, you're pretty clear about. You're seeing it in all its detail. And you're taking from it what you can build upon. And for some of you, it may be that children are a focus this week. How you can help children to feel a greater sense of self-confidence, a greater sense of self-mastery as they move forward and develop. Yeah, I'm really drawn to, these are all feathers, and they're beautiful, but when they are underwater, they're not as effective as when they are in the air, dried out, able to help us lift, fly. So whatever is emerging certainly has wings. It would be sustainable. So if you are looking at a partnership or some kind of commitment this week, or it may just be the focus, it will most likely be something that can last a long time, and it will lift you out of a more sort of romantic way of thinking or being and into something that's more grounded, manifest. So that's kind of exciting. If it doesn't manifest this week, the opportunity is there. There's still quite a bit here under the surface. So for some of you, it may pop up faster. For some of you, it may be a slower process here. But whatever is emerging, it's something that would be around for a while and would help you feel a greater sense of safety and security in the world, which is what you've been wanting as you've been undertaking this journey here with the Eight of Cups. A lot of emotions this week. Or every week, if you're me. Okay, so I hope that you find that helpful. If you would like an appointment with me, I think I've already gone over that previously. And in the meantime, I wish everyone much love, and remember to be kind and gentle with yourself and others always, but in particular this week as we move closer towards the end of the year and the holidays. So much love to everyone.